Hello, it's me, Breezy Gaming. I'm back. We're here for some more Oxygen Not Included, and I'm trying really, really hard to get a good shot at the new fish. You have been seeing them, the pointy ones. Yes, let's play around with the camera for just a minute. Oh, that was a good view. Okay. I'm trying to get it so that you guys actually get to see some close-ups. Because if I set it to autofocus, it's a little bit far away. Oh, whatever. I'll leave it on autofocus for now. Yes, we're back. More Oxygen Not Included. I have a plan. So, just humor me for a moment. The Lumbs. I found a build. That works. This is on Reddit. Let me actually just go. Hold on. Right. Yeah. There we go. Right. Here is the build. So basically, what happens is the Lumb jumps up the gap, and then they miss the door, so the errand never gets interrupted. This feels like what we're going to have to do. Very minimal change from what we're doing. This is what we're going to do. Now, what we will test is, will this work if it's mirrored? Because I'm not 100% certain it will. But let's investigate this. So we're going to do that now, and we're going to do a few other bits. Not 100% sure what we're going to do today. Yeah, let's have a look. I just got back from my parents, so that's why I'm a little bit late. Right, so we know this isn't going to work, which means we're going to have to move a few things. I think what we need to do is move this up. So let's start with that. I think the auto sweepers we can keep in the same place. I've also noticed that Steam's FPS counter is a lot smaller now, and the game seems to be running a lot better. So something has changed since yesterday. Plants have died. Yes, we've killed the Ovagra vines. I'm aware. If it doesn't work, if it's mirrored, you can probably put the door on the lower floor. Yeah, we can figure it out. So let me actually get Discord up in the other view. And then I'll try and mirror this. So that means the door needs to go here. And then we can just open it up. And then this will need to be a tile as well. I'm just going to do it on both of them at once. That's fine. At least when we're destroying the door, the whole vine doesn't get destroyed. It's just the bit of the vine that we were looking at. So I feel like in practice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we may still be able to keep the vine more or less intact. That would be the aim. Okay, good. Looks like everything's working correctly here. Right, so put the door here. If this doesn't work, we'll just mirror it. That's fine. But yeah, the dupes are pretty much, they've kind of run out of stuff to do. We've got them drywalling some more of the rooms now. I will give them more stuff to do today, I promise. But getting these guys sorted out is important. I want to make sure we got plenty of lime. What achievements do we have? Anyways, let's have a look quickly. We got quite a few. I'm not sure which one we just unlocked. Probably building outside the starting biome. Oh, it could be the Oxygen Not Included one. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. I do like how this databank wallpaper looks. We're going with Mush Bar Classic for everything else. These farms, I think we probably will keep here. I want to use the new food. Right, put these here. Did I actually set priorities? I did. Okay. This needs to be priority 7. Conveyor rails need to be priority 9. This needs to be priority 8. We do actually have a mechatronics person now. That is, Nails. Nails now needs building priority 2. There you go. So that should help get this stuff going. I like the new song. It's very subtle. I like it. Okay, here we go. Try not to build stuff out of depleted uranium. And then let me try and shrink the window a little bit. Okay, that's not going to work. I just straight up uploaded the video. We'll see if that works. Oh, the egg will probably need to move. That should be fine. Testing this should be pretty straightforward. Oh, you need more air? That's true, you do need more air. Are we out of algae? We're not out of algae. We just need the pressure to build up and dissipate a little bit. I think we're at the point where we start digging out the rest of the asteroid, maybe? If people are bored. Just while we're figuring out what to do. don't think there's any... I think we could just... Yeah, just do this for now. Keep looking around. Dig this out. Dig this all out. Put the bleach stone in a pit. In a little bin. It's fine. I don't like the new FPS counter being so small. I can barely see it. It's not a very helpful game. Right, set these to priority 9. New tasks, let's set to priority 8. Yeah, SPOM is working. The only issue is we're using regular vents for this. I think we need more vents. So let's put... I think I will still keep the tiles there. Let's actually put a vent here. Oh, is this done? No, it's just out of power. Can I connect this back up now? I think I could connect this back up now. We do have to kind of organize our power a little bit, because we've got lots of different individual wires. We could set these up with transformers again if we really want. Do I really want to do that? I don't know. Let's actually... Yeah, you can barely see it. Exactly. Okay, I think what we're going to do is... One of these is going to be reserved for Atmo suits. This vent we can just use up here. This is going to be the Atmo suit vent. So I'll also have that come out here, in case. And then this one is going to go up here. Just have 2 vents. That seems fine. You guys like building pipes, that's fine. Right, you are in a need of a grooming. So I'll set you to priority 9. And we'll get that done. Reading. Let's see, what's this gonna grab? I think just eggs, right? For now. Or am I even dumping this again? Oh, right. Not for now. Uh-oh. The egg is still on the rail. Where am I putting the lumbs? We're just gonna put all the eggs up here, just trap them in the vacuum zone. No. I don't really know what the long-term plan is for the eggs. I mean, actually, let's think about this. We have the kitchen here. Let's actually just send it over here. For now. Maybe just dump it right here. I don't think we're going to be cracking lum eggs. How much raw egg do you get from cracking a lum egg? I hadn't even thought about that. Is it more than usual? Does the trick actually work on the left side? I wouldn't expect it to. Well, this is what we're testing, again. Because I'm imagining it's because the game tricks... When it does it on the right, I'm imagining the game tricks the lum into skipping the door when it lands. I'm not sure that's the case on the left, but we need to evaluate whether that's the case. So we'll do that. The mechatronics needs to be priority 9. Yeah, sorry for being a little bit late today. My plan is to stream every day I can at the moment, at the usual time. We'll see how that goes. It's because this is sealed over here. I think I need to put some airflow tiles down here. You predict I'll need to have a door on the bottom floor. Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. Nope, it's fine. You're all haters. You're all haters, and the lum is just smiling. He's happy. Okay, it works. I don't think the lums think they're on either specific tile. It's weird. Well, I'm convinced. Let's proceed on this basis. So, do I want to have more lums? Am I actually going to use the meat for anything? Probably not. They do produce a lot of peat. Wow, that's interesting. There's 5,000% of consumed mass of Ovagro figs. And then it's because the bristleberries and the bog jellies consume more polluted water, consume more water. That's why the consumption rate is higher. It's interesting that it shows you the actual conversion ratio. That's very interesting. I think what we'll do is we'll put... We've got airflow tiles in here anyways. I'm just going to put some airflow tiles right here. Now you're glum. But as we established in the previous run, the Lumbs like to wander around a lot. So the odds of them being stuck in a door at any specific moment aren't that high. I think that's acceptable. Right. I think we continue this. The main thing I'm cognizant of is the wires. There is definitely an argument to be made that we get all the gas out of here so there's nothing touching this tile. We put a liquid on the bottom layer, and then we just shove all the transformers in here. Maybe. I think it's going to be a lot of plugging and unplugging of items. So we need to think about what we actually want to keep hooked up where. I think what we're going to do is we're going to split this in two. I think what we do is we put a tile... Put a tile here and a tile here. No. We just put a tile here. We can lead the wire through this way and connect it to something else and split this power grid. We'll just split it with regular old wires and not bother with transformers. I think this should be fine. We've got the natural gas vent we're going to set up as well. We have enough power, realistically. We're going to get a ton of hydrogen in here. Because we're tuning all of these... Well, we should be tuning all these hydrogen generators. We should have enough refined metal for this. It's whether we actually have the labor. That's the question. I'll dig this out as well. That's fine. I guess remove this. I'm letting all the salt water spill down here. I think it's actually fine. We'll just let that happen. This volcano is not erupting. This volcano is erupting. The iron volcano is dormant. Let's have a look at the temperature map mode. So, interestingly, the top of the asteroid is cold. And the impact zone is very hot. But the funny thing is, if we go around it, I think it's probably a wet... I think we can probably actually get to the top part without Atmos suits. If we set this to scalding threshold... no, I don't think so. There's too many volcanoes here. Pretty close. Probably not going to bother with that right away. Right, you build that tile. I now need you to build this tile as well. And then we can send a wire through here. And then we can stop this wire from overloading, because everything on this side is just going to plug in here. And then I'm going to separate this wire. So in actual fact, let's actually plug this in for now. And then we'll disconnect it again. And we'll keep reallocating it. We want to keep going with dupes. We're going to go up to 25 dupes. We're going to start producing a lot more food as well. Let's think about what we really want. What we really, really want. We don't actually have any doctors. It's not super high on the priority list. You're a builder that has doctoring as well. I think we take pay. That sounds good. I'm going to take pay, and I'm going to give them doctoring for now, just in case. But we'll skill them up in the other bits later. We could do with someone to heal up the occasional scold victim, because there's definitely some scolding hazards on this asteroid. Yeah, this should be fine. Right, pipe, vents are working. Let's see. This gas is not coming out because this pipe is venting over here instead of in the other zone. We have a minor issue that the carbon dioxide accumulating at this level is causing the vents to not overpressure. I don't think we can really help that one. There's a water geyser there, there's a saltwater vent here, there's an iron volcano here. We could hook up volcanoes for days. I don't think we're going to have any shortage of resources on this asteroid. I think the problem is going to be managing everything. So there's two things I want to do right away. I want to get George. Let's focus on getting George first. Yeah, let's focus on getting George first. So we'll dig through the Abyssite. We'll come down here. There's coal here. That's interesting. Let's dig through the Abyssite. There's sand. And then we'll knock on the door. Yeah, knock on that. We'll get that hooked up. We could get a gas range hooked up pretty quickly. I don't even need to be fancy. All we need to do is set up a gas pump. And then that's going to go down here. What I'll do is I'll... Oh, let's go research gas pipe sensor. This one. Let's grab this, dump all the non-natural gas outside. Maybe somewhere a bit less fragile. Or we just put a gas reservoir in here. I think we'll just do that for now, just to make sure it's safe. Is this research? Yeah, this research includes a gas reservoir, okay. Yeah, the Lumbs do behave differently than how people thought. Weird. You're not gonna get up here, are you? I could build the ladders for now. Obviously, we'll have to get rid of them later. I think this will do. The vine is already curled over here. I am very glad we don't have to move the vines, because we've spent ages setting up these vines. Schedule-wise, we're going to be really on top of the schedule this time. Pay is going to go down here. 4 dupes per schedule to make sure that everyone can run on the wires. And then you need to get over here, so you need to dig this. And this needs to be high priority. Yeah, spawn seems pretty good. Lots of excess oxygen. We'll just never open the germ overlay. Although, actually, that being said, only one of these seems to have food poisoning germs in it. At least the dupes aren't allergic to food poisoning germs, eh? How many more Lumbs do we want? We could just do Lumbs forever for food. Because they'll produce the peat, they'll produce the tough meat, they'll produce the Evagro figs. I mean, I guess we're going to have 2 Lumbs per ranch. I'll eat all the Evagro figs. So we should just be treating this as peat and tough meat sources. But I do want to see what happens if we crack a Lumb egg. It gives 6,400 calories of raw egg. That does not seem like a lot. I mean, considering how massive it is. Obviously, it's way more than usual. But, like... I don't know. It's not that much. But it's a lot of eggshell, too. I don't know. Just having fun stomping around. So here's a question. If we had a Lumb variant, what would the Lumb variant do? Because this guy just eats stuff and poops. I mean, that's fine. That's what animals are allowed to do. What am I thinking about? I think it'd be quite funny if you had one, like, with solar panels on the back. And then if it was in light, it generated a bit of power while it was wandering along. So you need a wire down here. And it would need to be wherever the critter is wandering around. And then maybe make it eat a plant that requires light, like just bristle blossoms or something. I think that'd be pretty fun. Also, just notice a little tag up here. All the tame critters have tags. I wonder if it's painful. Right, let's see. Shoot is there. Let's get all the eggs out of here. Because we don't want the critters getting overcrowded. So that means that... we don't need the micro musher anymore. I'm going to put a critter pickup in here so we can pick up the Lumbs when they're done. You can just see it running through the tile here. I like that. Stompy stomp. Yeah, I like the Lumbs. We'll keep doing the Lumbs. This doesn't seem too bad. Right, this could come down here. And then I will dig out a few more bits. Am I just gonna have Lumbs be the entire food source for the colony? It's possible. We're gonna have no shortage of water ever. Like, once we hook up the water geyser, it's all done. I mean, the water geyser will go to the spawn the condensed polluted water will go elsewhere. So this spawn pipe is going to be hooked up somewhere else. Because at the moment, admittedly, we are burning cold water for the spawn, which is not ideal. We go back to this. The electrolyzer is heating everything up. But we're running cold water through this. If we can run hot water through this, it will generate less heat overall. We might as well. Who's idle? Higby. Higby is trapped. Higby is Big B. Get him out of here. You're not exactly an emergency. So, yeah, let's get this across here. We'll build one more Lumb Ranch. It's a little annoying that the space is so inefficient. Like, if we look here, so this is 20 tiles. I think what I might do is I might, just because of how it fits in with the normal base, I might put some doors here. And then, even though it's only 2 per room, we can put some other stuff in here. Like maybe I put the rock crusher in here, or something that involves peat. Actually, now that I think about it, doesn't it make sense to put the smoker in here? That probably does make more sense. Well, the critter pickup will go here. It'll be a while before we get any tough meat anyways. Is there a reason to have the right-hand door open? No. We'll close it. I think the Lumb may have just been over here to begin with. Actually, the drop-off, I guess. Yes. Yeah, I guess. You know what? Okay, just leave it open then. Right, gas pipe stuff is sorted, so let's see. This is probably going to flood here, right? Well, I'll put some mesh tiles here, and then we'll just put it here. For now. The Gold Volcano, when we sort this out, I'm pretty sure we can just do a 1-turbine solution for this. Why do I keep putting these in the worst possible positions? Right. Gas reservoir goes here. These pipes, I'm just going to separate out. So this is going to be a mixture of natural gas and other stuff. Oh, right. This needs to go here. Oh, wait. Hold on. What I wanted to do... Oh, right. We do this. We store the natural gas in this gas reservoir. And then we send it out the top. This is some major spaghetti, but this is fine. We send it out the top. And then that goes up here. We're going to put the gas range in this room, by the way. And then what we'll do is anything that's not natural gas will just vent in this room. I think. Because this room shouldn't ever be overpressure. So... I can go there. If we can do George in 1 day, I'm going to be very impressed. Cycle... stream number 3, George. That's kind of what we're looking at the moment. But I think actually just getting the basic ingredients for food might be the harder part of this. I will keep the egg cracker in here. So, Lumbs. Wrangle them up, usually. Some man day 2 have been pain. Oh no! We feel better soon. We'll need radiation research as well. That does occur to me. Who's idle? Ima. Yep, that makes sense. It's not the best plan. Just dig this, and the pitcher pump can go in here. Very happy with the lump. I mean, this is pretty convenient and it's pretty stackable. It's not very space efficient. There's all the doors, it's kind of random. Probably not the end of the world. Right now, it's the reason we're getting swelling in your gum. That's not good. Ovagro figs are rotting? Really? Or perhaps the dupe should eat the Ovagro figs. Let's see. What does the gas range require again? It does indeed require radiation. We could get a very quick and dirty radiation setup going. That's fine. Are we just going to keep burning the algae for now? I think so. Building Falera. Oh, you need a sensor. That's fine. You need a wire. I mean, if we're going to put the radiation somewhere, we can just put it somewhere kind of random and off to the side. I don't think you are actually needed here anymore. Actually cut these off. That's going to charge the battery. You know what, just leave it. We could put something here. What is this actually going to look like? So, let's think about this. So, we would have a door here for a normal room. No. Here. And then this would be an access shaft. Is there any reason for having a significant other room over here? I think we just have the radiation room off to the side somewhere, like this. I don't want it to be too close to the main base. That's not where that's supposed to be. Move this, stick this here. Take this out. I think we'll just move the rock crusher in here. We haven't really needed this for a while yet. This is very annoying. Just get rid of all of this. Circuit overloaded. Yeah, we'll be seeing that a lot. That's fine. We don't need to make more food yet, but tender brisket we definitely do want to make. I guess there's a question, isn't there? Do we want to crack the lumb eggs and just get regular meat? If we crack the lumb eggs... No, we get the omelets. We get the raw egg we can use for omelets. Or do we use it in the smoker? We get more calories if we put it in the smoker, obviously. But... you get the food quicker. Do it here. We can have both options available. I think that makes sense. Figured out a solution to my decorating a great hall with Agravide's problem. The solution was to use lures and mimickers instead. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, we've done it. We've knocked... Maya has come down here and knocked. We've also dumped a load of salt water in here. That's fine. Okay, so... the hermit is in here. Let's plug in the wire first. That's the easy one to do, so... Why are you surprised to see me do this? Aha. Yeah. Then the next step is going to be a load of decoration. Now, here's the fun fact. We have a large amount of gold. So I think this should be pretty easy. Also, the slime is cold enough, we can just straight up do this. Will the gold tiles be enough on their own? I think it's very possible. We do something like this. That might honestly be enough. Yeah, we'll have to put the Weezeworts in. We'll have to go grab some Weezeworts. There are plenty of Weezeworts around. I don't think that'll be an issue. gold statues. We could probably do some gold statues as well, but I don't think it's even going to be needed. These produce 22.5 decor over a 3 radius tile. If we look at furniture, we don't have the research yet, but I don't think it's even going to matter. Honestly, we've done something like this before. Especially if we get rid of all the debris as well. Okay, I guess remove this pitcher pump. Right, this needs to be hooked up as well. So that's going to need to go... You know what, let's hook it up to the middle one. There's going to be a lot of wire spaghetti if we're not doing transformers. We'll do transformers, but we'll do them later. And let's actually prioritize tuning these up, because we have microchips. We should do it. There's no way we're actually out of hydrogen. It's just being loaded with more than 800 watts. That's the issue. Okay, this is all fine. Remove this pitcher pump. So we dump the eggs in here because it's a separate room. I could just dump the eggs in here, right? That would be easier, wouldn't it? Were it not for the fact we have loads of super hot abyssite here, I'd be very tempted just to put the whole kitchen over here. To be fair, we could put some kitchen stuff in here anyways, right? Like, let's have a look at the temperature. So we could dig this out without any issues. So we could put the critter drop-off in here, the chute, and the grill. Then we could put the eggs in here, we could put the meat in here. And we could put the peat in here. Maybe we just do that. Maybe instead of sending the conveyor rail all the way over here, we just send it back here. I think this is actually workable. That shouldn't cause a heat leak. In fact, I could actually... Not that I want to open this. Let's leave that closed for now. Actually, there is some peat. We should grab the peat at least. Do that for now. I think this is the solution, because that means the lumbs are actually closer to where they need to be. And we can have another auto sweeper in here, maybe. So if I was going to put a grill in here, the tile of interest is here, so it wouldn't be in range anyways. I think we would put another auto sweeper in here. Maybe that would go here. The SAN has earned data analysis. Excellent. I'm going to give Gosman... I was going to give Gosman pyrotechnics. But there probably isn't that much point. Oh, wait, hold on. We do know that this... Hold on. I've spotted a typo. So we know this asteroid has copper, iron, and gold meteor showers. Impact-related damage will trigger the eruption of this world's unusually high number of Gaias. Colonies that survive the volatile aftermath will reap the benefits of abundant natural resources released into the environment. Indeed. Very powerful. Full of Gaias. Right, so pipe blocked. Oh right, I was gonna connect it there, that's fine. So now you should be mostly natural gas. Anything that's not natural gas will get vented here. And then the gas range. Well, maybe we just disconnect this for now. Stinger's doing that? Sorry, Stinger's doing what? I think it makes sense to keep all the food stuff here. Just have a big conveyor. Also, this is a... I mean, not that this is going to stay cold for very long. But it's probably... We should probably set up a freezer, and it should probably be somewhere in this region, right? Megaphron too hot. No, there's just not enough chlorine. Right, okay, let's see. Food. I'm going to put... Let's see, so... Doesn't really matter where we put stuff in here. If I put the chute here, this could grab either item. Do we want that? Because if we do, that means the food's going to get recirculated. I think what we actually want to do is we want to put this here. He's doing test lab in the meteorite land. Yes! That was the case when we did the raid. Beans. Okay, so let's actually put this here. Let's use the backcountry grill for now. Let's put the critter pickup in here. And then maybe we'll do another room with the... Oh, right, hold on. This won't work. I need to put the conveyor loader in here as well. Okay. And then this can't reach the conveyor loader. That's fine. Okay. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. So, let's put this here. Hope we do well, Julie Pixels. How have you been? We are currently bored. The dupes are getting bored. We should put some more drywall in. Let's do some fresh white. You guys know the score. Fresh white for the axis shafts. And yes, you can do those tiles in the middle as well. I don't think there's anything too interesting in those. Don't do that one. We've just set up a spawn, which is working pretty well. We're going to pump all the natural gas into a gas reservoir for now. Mostly because I want to get all of the other gas out of here. Who's suffocating? Oh. Yep, that's likely. Get out of here. How's the decor looking? It's already a 41% decor. If we get all of the debris out of here, we should be pretty close to that threshold. In fact, I could actually put more metal tiles here as well. Wait, really? I could do all of that? That's wild. Well, we probably should do all of that then. Yeah, then you can climb over this. Cool beans. And then we can just do... then we can just do all of this. That's hilarious. Yeah, we'll investigate. Metal tiles go burr. Then probably just like this. Do the corner metal tiles do anything? They probably do. In all fairness, I could just do... I could just do this. Not that these need to be actual tiles. How much oxygen do you suppose George has in there? Well, that's a perennial question, isn't it? He lives in here forever. I think that's what they should do. They should give the Gravitas shipping container a gas output that gives you a fixed 100 grams per second of oxygen coming out of it. Because he's in here the whole time. Where else is he getting it from? I feel like that would be a suitable reward, just a little bit of free oxygen. George is immortal until you get your hands on him, and then it's all downhill from there. Yeah, pretty much. This seems fine. I do want to make sure that you're not prioritizing this over other errands, so go ahead and do that. You've already done half of it. Great, good job. But yeah, we're doing alright. We're trying to tune all of these hydrogen generators as well. That's where all of our power is coming from at the moment. That's the aim. No Transformers today. 1,000 calories per cycle of nutrient bar. You know what? That's a fair point. Where's he getting his food from? Let's put another dupe. We're going to scale up in dupes rapidly because we have the food. We got another potential doctor. I don't want noodle arms. Yeah, sure, whatever. You're a kitchen menace. That's always handy. Cool. Let's give May digging. And now, priorities are... Have I been actually giving people priorities? No! Great. Do this. These are some quite flexible dudes we've got here, to be honest, so... Yeah. It would make the shipping container itself more interesting. Yes, I agree. It's kind of just ignored. I think it'll be pretty good. I don't think we need to make this a metal tile. But I'm going to anyways, because, let's face it, we do not have a shortage of metal. We can literally start flexing on people. In fact, I'm probably going to metal tile the base at some point. Now, I was going to set up the radiation setup. Yeah. He's already happy with the decor. Look. It was just the metal tiles. We didn't even build all of them. I'm going to build all of them, though. We're going to flex. I'm going to flex on George. There's the overlay. Yeah, here you go. Jig, sparkle, sparkle. Iridium, let's have a look. It gives decor plus 20%. Not bad, but gold is better. This volcano is going to run for another 30 cycles, by the way. And if we need more metal, let's find more volcanoes. Or just go up here. This volcano's produced a lot of iron still. All the phosphorus is liquefying now. Hopefully someday we'll end up with some actual solid phosphorus and then we can just start geotuning immediately. Be nice. You can ladder here as well. Am I just putting the third Lumb ranch here? I think I am. Yes. I'm not sure I'm quite ready to post a video on this, because I think we can still improve this design a little bit. But this is certainly functional. This will get the job done of letting us breed Lumbs, have the Ovagrofigs working at max efficiency, and we can say we've done it. We're just going to have one smoker per ranch. That's probably overkill. I don't know. What, we get tough meat every 12 cycles? Smoker runs every 1 cycle? We don't need another smoker, I don't think. We'll put different cooking items in each room. So this is going to be set to 0. Put it to Lumbs. Yeah. I think what we're actually going to do... So, sorry, I'm completely losing the plot. I think what we do is we keep the little bend here to keep the eggs out of the room. Then this goes here. And then this is going to be set to omelets. We probably should crack an egg. Probably not a Lumb egg though, because the Lumbs are pretty rare. Maybe later, we'll see. We should get all this random water out of here. Basically, I just want to keep converting this water. What I want to do. Building all this stuff. I think I'll just do this for now. Metal-rich asteroid gober. Mimolith. Oh, we've been toasting all the mimoliths. I should stop doing that. If we stop doing that, we should end up with a couple. I think we're going to leave these rooms as they are. So maybe we drywall those as well, but we've got other stuff we can drywall first. put an airflow tile here again. We'll just dig this out for now. I'll actually, you know what? Leave this. We'll grab that water later. I do need the radiation research, so let's start thinking about that. What's this gonna look like? I was gonna put it right in the corner, wasn't I? So, what we're gonna do? Oh. Ah, good thing you guys don't hear those sneezes. We're gonna have another access shaft here. Something is gonna happen involving this volcano, but we'll plan to have the room over here. And then this is gonna be off limits. I guess we'll just dig this for now. Right, what's that actually gonna look like? I just want to keep all the radiation over here. Do we have any phosphorite? No. Is that on the map? That comes under something different, doesn't it? Comes under cultivable soil. Oh, there's a fair bit of phosphorite. We'll be fine. Just haven't dug any yet. I also think the various points of interest to have a battery should include a little gravitas emergency power generator that makes like 20 watts. Yes, that would be interesting. Hello, Carrie, actually. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. I'm ignoring about what to do. I think we just dump all the water. We just dump all the water down here. That's fine. Get it out of here. Don't really care specifically where. Put it all on this tile and it'll stop exchanging heat as quickly, maybe. The gases. It seems a little risky. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so dig that out as well. Tile this. Okay, there you go. You did dig that. Good job. You guys are currently quite trapped. I'm sure you'll dig your way out of this situation, though. I have the utmost confidence. Very confident. Very confident. Yeah, there you go. So what's this gonna look like? If I do 23, it gets over here. That is obviously gonna be too hot. You guys are really bored now, aren't you? Let's tile this up then. But I can kind of tell how bored they were, but in fact they dug all of that immediately. No heat leak here, is there? No, this is still the cold biome. Do this. Oh, where exactly I'm gonna put stuff. Maybe we just put it up here. I think the odds of us doing anything else up here are pretty low. Let's just start putting the farm tiles here. So, oh god. Yes, that's about right. And then the auto sweep will go down here. So I don't actually want to tile these. This is very much just going to be what we do for the Dreco laboratory, except without all the Drecos. And then the material study terminal will go here. The lamp will go here. Automation, motion sensor can go here. Actually, you know what? Don't put the floor lamp in. Let's do this. The ceiling lamp in here. Like this little pipe one. And then, in terms of radiation... Oh, we need the radiation research. Let's just do that first. I always forget this one. There you go. So, Wheezeworts need to go in here. We do have some mimickers. Let's go plant the mimicker over here. Get this going. And while the Lumbs are getting up to speed, we'll have some more food with the Ovagro figs as well. Seems fine. Copy paste these settings. So, what I could do... So the egg's gonna get dumped in here. We could probably do it an egg cracker in here as well. We haven't really got room. Depends what we want to do. If we want to make barbecue, we can't make barbecue with these. If we want omelets, we can do it like that. But I'm not sure what we want yet. We do, in fact, need to keep George plugged in before we can do the rest of the food stuff as well. Let's see. So, yeah, you need to be active for another 2 cycles. And then we need great quality foods or higher. So I think we do need the gas range. Go back to making toasted mimlets. Right. We need to breach the Wheezeworts. So we have enough oxygen pressure now. I think it will be safe for us to get in here. So let's see. I'm going to keep these doors here. I think for now, let's go in here like this. I'll just connect this over here as well, and then we can come and grab this Wheezewort. Is there another Wheezewort over here? There is. We can explore this stuff without too many issues. You could dig all of this as well. What else am I looking for you guys to do? You can dig that. I will keep tiling stuff as well. We have a lot of dupes now. We have a lot of resources and a lot of dupes. We are determined to make as much progress as possible. Be nice to fit an egg cracker in here. Not sure it's going to happen. Not unless we replace these tiles. We could corner dig these, couldn't we? We could do that. Put an egg cracker in here. I think it would be worthwhile. We just got to be very careful, because if we screw it up, we're in big trouble. Right, so Radbolt generator is going to go here. No, it's going to go here. And then the Radbolt reflector is going to go here. Oh, I totally could have put the lamp down here. Does that matter? I don't think it matters. The power wire for this needs to be uninterrupted. Which of these is the least ran? Pathetically. It's definitely not this one. The problem is, all of these will run occasionally with the spawn. Can I have a look at the settings? Does it actually show me? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Uptime. These two seem to have the least uptime. So I think probably one of these. Well, that's irritating. Whatever, I'm just going to shove it in here. If it doesn't work, we'll figure out some other solution. Maybe that's another good use of natural gas, actually. Get slightly more Rabon generations if you move the second and fourth weasels up a tile. Yes. Let's test this. We should start doing that. Was there another reason I did that? I know that we had the auto sweeper down here so we could access all the tiles. Can it still access them in this position? Because that was the reason I had them lower originally. Because the whole point is we don't want the dupes going in the radiation zone. In fact, that's what I was going to do over here. I was actually going to make some lead tiles. We do actually have some lead. So let's do that. And eventually I'll block it off. So yes, this still can actually access these farm tiles. That's good. Okay. I'm happy with that. Oh, more research needed. Crap. Plastic. Get the labor going. Right. We have access to this. I'm confident the gas pressure will stay high enough that the chlorine won't seep out of here. Well, I'm not that confident. Oh my god, look how tall the Rex egg is. We don't have a friggin' Megafront. Well, I have another idea. Let's actually dig out over here. And then we'll come up over this way, and then we'll grab this. There's a Megafront over here. This biome seems pretty easy to access as well. Dumped a lot of water in here. Does that matter? No, not really. Yeah, the issue is without the Megafront, the chlorine gets out of hand pretty quickly. Perhaps just a case where we need to dump a little bit of water. If we dump a little bit of water here, that shouldn't freeze. Oh, I remember this issue. The dartles are all going to run around and produce chlorine, aren't they? Great. Yeah, just dump a little bit of salt water down here. And then I'll put a door here so we can keep the dartles down here. So salt water, a little bit. Okay. It's fine. Let's start planting the warts. What we got? Omelets! Amusing. Keep printing more dupes. We got some early birds. Possibly a sign we do a new schedule for them. I think this is good. Farming, ranching is pretty good. Dartles are worse than Drekos. They get into everything and they fart in there too. Yes. Well, most things are worse than Drekos. It's not a controversial take. Right, we'll take Ruby. Ruby can have farming. Very straightforward. Priorities, farming and ranching. Schedule. Is this schedule early bird compatible? It is. So early birds will go here. And May will go here. Good. You need to relocate you in here. Research is getting done very quickly. What else do I want to do? I'm going to tell you what. I'm actually going to get you to just dig all of this out, just to start with. Make a little bit more space for the chlorine if you guys are lacking the inclination. Drekos and Pips get into everything, but the Pips are still the biggest trolls. Oh, the Pips are pretty big trolls. That's very true. Yeah, keep filling this up. We'll filter out all the oxygen at a later stage. These warts go in here. Rad bolts go this way. This way. This needs to get powered. Need to put a storage bin in here. Put the storage bin down here, right? That'll do. Yeah, connect you up. This is not going to be sustainable. Well, we'll see. To be fair, I could just put the natural gas generators over here. This doesn't even have to be that complicated. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's get rid of these. This is going to produce enough for one. I mean, maybe we'll put 2 in just in case. Then I could just dump straight over here, right? Like, why not? Just dump directly onto the vent. And then furniture, power-wise, let's see. So we'll put 2 of these in. Could even probably fit in some smart batteries. Probably just 1 smart battery, and then we put this on a conductive wire, maybe? That's probably a good idea, right? Then we just tune up one of them. We can definitely start doing. Right, get rid of all these random wires, too. I think we just do. I think we do just do that. I think I'm gonna hook it up with a regular wire for now. That one is gonna go up here, and then this will just plug into the radbot generator. I just want to make sure we got some consistent power, and this will definitely be consistent. That's irritating. Okay, I'll tell you what. You can plug into this bathroom as well. That's acceptable. Then that can get disconnected. Remove that, remove this. It's a good thing you guys are all bored. So phosphorite goes in there. We need to actually dig up some phosphorite. So that would be the purple goo. Bleach stone is leaking. You guys need to deliver the bleach stone over here. Oh, you can't reach it? Okay. Keep only bleach stone. You can't get in here anymore. Take this. This needs to be set to 10 and 90. In fact, all of these need to be set to 10 and 90, I believe. There you go. And then the natural gas. Right, so we'll put the filter there instead. So what we'll actually do is we'll take this gas pipe out here and hook it back up here. Okay, and then yeah, we'll just build the filter again. So anything that is not natural gas will get vented. Anything that is will go in here. Nope. What's wrong with this picture? There you go. Actually, you know what? That could be 1 pipe here. And then the output CO2 could just go here. Whatever. There you go, have fun. Oh, we should probably put a canister filler in here somewhere, shouldn't we? Yeah, whatever, I don't care yet. Do that later. Put this here. And then we'll do that actual knock gate automation here. No. Make that priority 9. Because I still don't know 100% where the gas range is going to go yet. We need more phosphorite as well. So come and grab that. There's a load more wheezeworts over here. So let's do this. Take that. Suffocating. You're fine, Ruby. Yeah, there you go. You're solving your own problem. You just needed more athletics. The Hermit's been powered. That's good. How have we only been streaming for 1 hour and 10 minutes? This is ridiculous.
Hello there.
Blimey. Hello, Uglavisk. Hope you're doing well. Why is the bathroom pipe backed up? Civ not running? Civ isn't running. We out of fertilizer medium? Fertilizer medium? Filtration medium, thank you. No, we're not out. People are just busy. It's not the end of the world. Hope you're doing well. We are in the process of hooking this up. Wait, you're already running? Sweet. Oh, not sweet. Natural gas. We may have vented a small amount of natural gas into the base. That's fine. We are not that fussed about keeping this base 100% neat. We're here to explore the new content. We're not here to be neat. We started at 8, so now it's 9:10, so that's an hour and 10 minutes later. That's true. That is maths. You've indeed confirmed that real maths exists. Hey, Lyra, what's up? Of course, all the oxygen's over here. It's not overly helpful. There's a little bit in here. Not a lot. That's so much chlorine. Heat is the only way I can build. Big if true. Alright, can I just replace this? Please. What else do I want to do? We paste this across. Look at all the things. Okay, look. We have a spot. Let's actually just friggin' set up the stuff, right? The oxygen masks. We can totally do this now. In fact, I'll do you one better. We're going to put the crafting station right here, and then we're going to put the oxygen mask docks over here. Wait, we have Atmo suit terminals, we don't have oxygen masks? Is that really a thing? Yes. Great, love it. Please unlock. This is obviously not going to help the oxygen pressure in this area. Let's see. So that can come down here. Oh, you can't build any of this crap. If you build a ladder here, you should be able to. I will get the dupes to stop suffocating in a minute. You're not going to be able to make it over here. Don't bother. Well, okay, that's not good either. Okay, so we need the canister filler. Or we just need an area with slightly better gas pressure. They've got the tune-up. Probably fine. But you need to make probably 4 oxygen masks. So... Oh, right, yeah. Okay. In the meantime, we just get to wander among all the dartles. We gotta get one of the tongues sticking out in one of the thumbnails. Let's see, so 4. Then you can make the worn Atmo suits later. Right, what else do you want? We'll want the carbon skimmer for sure at some point. Just do that for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll remove this. Then we'll stop all this nonsense. And then the gas pipe can just go here. There you go. Quick and easy solutions. Tech one can go there. And then the canister filler, I will put that here. So, vent it first and then fill this up. It's probably not the right order, but whatever, I don't care. I just want to get all the basic stuff out of the way so we can start playing around with the new critters. That's the main thing we want to do by now. And if we manage to do it by cycle 110 when we get the achievement, then that's great. We know we could set up an absolutely bonkers colony here because there's so many resources. Also, look, here's where the nits and the lure plants are. We're definitely going to do something with this run. We're literally here to look at the new critters and plants, look at Iridium as a material, because in principle, we could use Iridium to build stuff we can't build out of steel, and it's very early available if we can get in here with an Atmos suit. And we got to do the Rexes and the Dartles to do that. Everything else is optional. Alright, I'll tell you what. Here you go. If you guys are getting really bored, you can drywall all this too. You have enough granite. I will keep doing the sweat corns for now. Heat stocks are high. We're not producing more, but we've dug up a lot, so I'm perfectly content with this. You can do this. It's only if you get bored. Yeah, polymer press we need. Right, we need more Wheezeworts. You are now using oxygen masks. You're getting over here. There is the 5th and final Wheezewort. Can we actually get over here without destroying everything? Probably not. I think what we will do is we will actually just ladder here. Then go up here. And then dig this. Playing with fire. You kind of want goggles full of dupes would protect the eyes but not provide oxygen, mutually exclusive with marks. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, the dupes are going to be moving pretty slowly through this area, but if they have masks, I don't think that's a huge concern. Right, we have phosphorite. Phosphorite goes in this bin. And we put one more tile up here so we don't have to actually... Oh, Wheezewort seeds also go in here. Priority 8. Then these are priority 9, but none of them will be accessible by the dupes. And then this should... The lead should provide a good amount of radiation shielding. Or at least some radiation shielding. I think we definitely have more lead than this. So the lead is yellow. The gold is also yellow. This vexes me. Whatever. This doesn't vex me that much. I am just going to pump all the gas out of here for now. I know it's not very power efficient, I just want to get all this trace oxygen out. And then we can sort this out properly. Oh my god. May, this isn't it. I probably need to be a bit more restricted than this. This also needs to be priority 9 digging and construction. Skills, what we got? Lots of skills. So, Higby gets ranching. Higby was supposed to be the rancher originally. Let's get supplying on Joshua, astronomy on Lindsay. Maya gets suits. Rowan gets farming. Rivaldo gets supply. There you go. And then Devon can get ranching. Good. I am definitely going to lose control of all of these priorities, by the way. That is not an issue. Also, let's actually put my lamp on. There you go. Totally unnoticeable. We're fine. Yeah, this is fine. All of the regular water should get pushed out of here, right? That's what I'm hoping will happen eventually. And then, I don't know exactly what we're going to do with it. I think we can dig all of this out. That shouldn't be an issue. There's plenty of mass here. real estate. Yeah, look. See, the air pressure's fine. It's fine. I think the wrong dupes have ended up going in here. You're just grabbing all the phosphorite now. Okay. Buildings should not be melting. What? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I understand. Insulated obsidian pipe it is. I'll take that one. So you're filling up with carbon dioxide very slowly. That's fine. Oh, look, it's a little lumblet. They're so cute. He's not got a thought in his mind. Back the lumblet. I like how the egg has the little sails as well. Does not seem very likely. Oh, speaking of eggs, I have some really bad news. Did you guys hear about what happened to Subnautica 2? The 3 original creators or developers of the game have all been fired, and the CEO of a different company has taken over the production of Subnautica 2. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not overly optimistic, but we'll keep an eye on it. That was a game I was really looking forward to, and I have no faith that it's going to go in the right direction if they let all of the original creators go. That's such an odd move. Right, have you actually got rad bolts? You do have rad bolts. Good. Oops, are bored again. Okay. Dig this out. That is fine. Dig that out too. Food is still stable. We've got meat from somewhere. So barbecue can get made. Can you really not reach this? Okay, the good news is... Right. This method of removing the abyssite is working. So we're going to start doing this. The issue is we can only do it from the corners. Which means I'm going to have to do something like this. I have to put a ladder here. Then dig that out. Yeah, there's some Subnautica 2 news. Isn't promising. It better not be those LGBTQ people that will take over, or else that game will I'm still mad that Titanfall 3 is cancelled. Yes. That was never a game I played. I think it was before my time. The Titanfall games. That's sad. Oh well. So long as Oni isn't being taken over by the developer of Skibidi Toilet 69, I will be alright. It's a month since it's been cancelled, but every second it's been cancelled, it could have been in development. True. Oh, he's asleep. He's asleep. He's a tiny baby. A heavy-footed little Lumb baby. He's snoozing. It's very cute. So we need great quality foods. I don't think you can make great quality foods from anything other than the gas range. Let's check that. We do have a smoker. Yeah, tender brisket is good. Smoked fish is good. Veggie poppers are standard. I don't think we have any need to make veggie poppers yet. We've got 5 days worth of food. That's about what we want to keep if we don't have a freezer. Looks like we are getting up here and we're getting all the weezeworts. That's good. Okay. Ice? We don't need no ice. This is a pretty good dupe. Biohazardous is kind of annoying, but that's fine. We are going to keep going until we get to 24 dupes, by the way. We're just going to keep printing them. I think we have all of our bases covered now. We have all of our bases covered, and this asteroid is abundant in resources. Apart from the initial hurdle, I don't think we're going to have any issues whatsoever. Right. I'm going to duplicate this. And we're going to shift it 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And then we're going to put Otto on that. Yeah. 24 and then 1 spare bed. I think it's reasonable. It's still weird to me every time I hear my niece call something skibbity. Yeah. All babies are very cute, and then they decided by the world to become either beautiful derpy or just plain wrong. Yeah. Sad. There should be some kind of time dilation machine that lets you keep critters as babies. Having to look up slang to make sure it's not something offensive makes me feel old. True. You know what? Let's just do this. And then we can dig this out. Oh. Hold on. No. Cancel that. Do this. Radiation is going. We don't have anything else hooked up to the natural gas. We have many natural gas in here. Binks cat, the ugly goose, humans. Yes. And yeah, the water is coming out of here as expected, so that is good. We're slowly pushing this water out. What do we do with this polluted water afterwards? I don't know. It's fine. Gases in here are still good, aren't they? Yeah, that is good. Loads and loads and loads of spare hydrogen. We can definitely hook up more stuff to these wires. Hey, you could have doctoring. We just need a doctor somewhere. Looks like you guys still want to do more drywall. Okay, it's time. We're going to drywall the Lumb ranches. I really don't think I'm going to change this design at this point. At least not on this run. Maybe we'll do a... I think what we'll do is we will do a sandbox showcase video after this run where we look at it. But I think the core design is there. We just need to optimize it. But the less doors that the Lumbs go through, the better. Oh, I need to remove all these ladders. That should have happened a while ago. Could have added a buddy button that spawned. There's a block of space left for it. Yeah, we do that sometimes. I'm not that fussed. Also, buddy bud. We have allergies dupes. That's not good, is it? Let's have a look. Floral scent. Yeah. I don't think that would work very well, because we have loads of allergies dupes. Let's party 9 this dig. You hate allergies dupes? Wee! True. This frozen biome is huge, by the way. It's massive. It's massive and it's not very cold. It isn't hugely convenient to us. Right, let's speed up a little bit. We can put some drywall down here, that's fine. What are we going to put in here? Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to do the orange checkers on a natural gas room. Then we're going to do the pink checkers. Wait, do we not have the pink checkers? We do, they're over here. Why are they over here? For the hydrogen. I'm contemplating a lumb branch layout with the grooming station in the middle. Oh, so you can have the vines on the side. Yes, that might not be a bad idea. And then let's go with the blue for the power control station room. There you go. Phenomenal waste of time, but it's alright. Do we have the Lumb ranches on the screenshot today? Maybe we do. I don't want to take credit for this, though. This isn't my design. This was on Reddit. Well, this trick was on Reddit. We mirrored it from Reddit. It's not exactly a huge innovation. There's a Rubik's Cube over here. We don't really care about that. We do need to get access down here. So what I'm thinking is, pretty easy for us to go this way. Yes. Pretty confident we can still do this. So there's no gerbs down here because it's a cold biome. Let's not even worry about that. There's actually some algae as well. So let's go and do this. We want a lot of these resources anyways. So, let's... just do that for now. I like that the Rubik's Cube gets stuck in neutronium. The better question is, how can the artifact analysis station remove neutronium? It's got a little brush and a chisel. Do you reckon we can use the artifact analysis station to remove this neutronium? Yeah. No, that's good. We've just built this for now because this is something we know works. But we can take this general blueprint and adjust it. There's a mod for that, really? Is that just like a mod that lets you dig neutronium? Nah, there's got to be a better way than this. We'll just do this. Yeah, then we can just get down here. That's fine. Then we can just open this up. And then we can get in here. Okay, we'll do that for now. Let them have a look around for that. You get no material, it takes a dupe forever. You can just radiation your way through neutronium, it just takes a while. I thought they changed that, but they may have changed it back as well. That's very true. Okay, this is going well. Keep reclaiming this. We will very gradually reclaim the space from these volcanoes. Also, there is a heat leak here. Look at this. Oh, also, don't pay attention to May. This is not appropriate, May. Let's do that. I don't want any steam in here, thank you. The radball method would drive me batty, yeah. I don't think it's generally that advisable. I gotta eat, I'm tired of eating protein shakes. Yeah. Oh, because of the wisdom teeth, you're on the liquid food diet. RIP. Reminder that the lab achievement involves no dupe deaths. Oh, they're fine. They're an oxygen mask. Uh-oh. Bluff called. That's a yikes. Alright. I think we, need to change access. I think only specific dupes should be allowed in here. Let's say default access is only that way. Lindsay, Higby, Maya, Hassan. The 4 original dupes. I think. Now I'm worried. May is a bit slow. Wow. Even with an oxygen mask. No, not good. Get out of here. The chloride is what's doing you in. Right, we actually got the gas range. Okay, that's good. So... I don't know. I don't think we're gonna have a one kitchen solution. I think we're gonna mix it up a little bit and have a few different bits in a few different spots. Maybe. It's gonna be very inconvenient for thumbnails. But that's fine. Because then this natural gas pipe could just go here. And I can just remove all of this. Yeah, get it out of here. I just need to see what it's going to look like. Is the kitchen only good for the spices? Yeah. You don't need a kitchen room. Like a dedicated kitchen room, unless you're doing spices. Pretty much. Right, dig this out as well. Let all this water out here. We'll use that for more research. So we have atomic research now. The critic condo seems like it'd be quite good for Lumbs. We don't have any reed fiber yet. That will happen, but not today. What do we actually want? Involves radiation. Soda fountain. We probably do want that. We have plenty of excess food. I think this is going to turn into rec rooms. Yeah, we're not gonna keep critters in here. We're gonna make that a rec room. Right, you guys, you four. Wait. Okay, there you go. I appreciate the effort. In any case, this seems to be fine. Okay, what else do we actually want today? So we want the meats, we want the foods. So let's see, what can we actually make? I don't think we have that many options. Pepper bread we can definitely make because we've got Megaphron grains. So make one pepper bread. The kitchen. It's a Trinidad kitchen. Amazing. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have lettuce. We don't have this thing. I think we may struggle with our current selection of available foods. Lettuce we can get, but it's the other stuff I'm worried about. Let's see, you also need to vent the CO2, don't you? Oh. Supposed to vent. How'd this happen? I guess you just vent into the environment, don't you? We need to go plant some pitcher pepper nuts to get some Megaphron grains. Well, the Megaphron's over here, so we should be able to grab some Megaphron grains at some point. Chlorine level will increase. You need a fair amount of gas pressure, don't you? Do I just plant you? I think we just plant you domestically. Then you eat more chlorine. We have a lot of chlorine, and we want to lower the level. I think that is what we do. We just plant the Megaphron here. Get it all out of here. Oh, we need to plant it somewhere where it's not full of brine, right? Does this produce a seed? It does. So, unlike the sleepweeds, the Megaphron doesn't produce a grain as a seed. It produces a spore. So we can't risk accidentally destroying stuff. Is there a chlorine vent here? No. But the dartles will eat the dewdrippers and produce chlorine. And there is a lot of chlorine in here for now. And we may just dig up the bleach stone and off-gas it as well. That is certainly an option. I think this food is going to be complicated. Surf and turf should be doable as well. We will have Paku down here somewhere. There is also actually a chlorine vent here. I've actually found the Megaphrons as well. You know what? Actually, that's a hot chlorine vent. Not ideal, but chlorine does not have a lot of heat capacity. So I think this may be acceptable. This is a small... This is a large frozen biome. By the way, you do actually need to do this right now, because you're killing all the dartles. I don't think we even need the puffs. I think we're literally just going to do the megafrons with the chlorine vent. For exactly where we're going to go, though. I think this food situation is going to be the annoying part. Frost burger is also pretty possible. So I think what we'll do is a frost burger, a pepper bread, and... oh, what was the other one? Surf and turf. That's going to be what it is, I think. There is a Pacu in here. Yeah, I think this is what we'll do for now. You actually got to do this tile? No. Why not? Guys. You have to do this. This is literally killing this biome. So the chlorine vent does not produce a huge amount of chlorine, but it will help. Oh look, wait, there's the megafrond. You make a fish taco. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's think about this. Dig that. Dig this. And then I think what we do is if we dig these tiles, then we can ladder down here and analyze this. Okay, that does not need to be here. Was that the Jorbo making that noise? No, it's probably the Rex making that noise. Wow, look at all these nits. The nits should behave. Okay, we do actually have... okay, there's a nit in here. Deep fryer. Uses tallow to cook. Oh yeah, we can make tallow now, can't we? This needs to be in a kitchen. Yeah, we could make a fish taco. Not sure that's going to be easier, but we could. Okay, we should get a fair amount of amber from this biome. This is a large-looking biome. Also, we got gold amalgam. That's good. Also, we're going to flood the megafront. That's not good. Do I just want to leave it wild for now? Probably. I mostly suggested the fish taco because it should be amusing. Yes, that's valid. What do here? I think if we do this, that's acceptable. Right, so the chlorine should come up here now, and you should erupt. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be active for a long time. So let's actually think about this as well. So, ladder can go... for fuck's sake. Here. There you go. What else do we want to grab? I don't really want to release that much more over here because I just want the chlorine to come up to the megafront. It's like the main thing that I want. Wait, you guys aren't coming down here in masks. There is oxygen down here, but that's not going to last very long. And there is a fair amount of oxygen. Okay, I have a compromise. If we dig this, you should be able to come in here and breathe the oxygen. Some of you may get stung by nits, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I have no real confidence that you're going to get down here, though. Yeah, okay. Okay, alright. Like, instead of doing that, we have the technology. Get rid of this. More oxygen masks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 down here. And then gas pipe here. Make 8 more of these. And then printables. Where we go? High apple bushes. That's probably not overly helpful. Biohazardous, undigging, critter aversion, grease monkey. With all these interests. Abyssalite? We can get Abyssalite with the printing pod? Is that new? I don't think it is. This feels very silly. I like it. Let's do it. Barney, be a grease monkey. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to work. And this will work. Oh, you think the Abyssalite is a mod thing? Gameplay mods in my stream? Are you kidding me? There you go. We're actually a bit low on food now. I guess the lumps take a while to multiply. We can make some veggie poppers. Let's do that quickly. Fine. I will also temporarily plant some more sweat corns because we have room. I do have to pay attention to suffocation. Oh god. This is bad. This is bad. Someone needs to come down here and dig this immediately. So that we can get some air for Gosman. This ain't good. Just think of all the things you can do with an extra ton of Abyssalite. That's true. Yeah, if anyone dies, we do have to reload. Because we'll get the we won't get the achievement otherwise. Okay. You were actually technically fine. But I still need you guys to dig these so we can actually grab this oxygen. That is important. And that means I need to dig that out as well. And that means I need to sweep this. That is important. But the main thing is that you need to actually build these. Also, I believe it's time for us to sweep all of this. I guess you could dig this up. Right, mimulets. Did we... Okay, we actually do have a couple available. That's good. We'll plant more sweat corns. Heat still seems to be okay for now. Hello, Carmike. Hope you're doing well. We have been exploring a lot. So we made some more lums over here. Probably the thumbnail today? Maybe. I don't know. Good lord. We've had the lums on a lot of thumbnails. Higby is about to wrangle a broom a lum. You like to see it? I don't know. The cheesy grin gets to me every time. He's just like, oh yeah. I'm glad he fits on the station. But yeah, he can go through this door because he leaps up, it bypasses the door check. They're very photogenic. It's true. It's true. They're the starter critter. Look, we've got a little lumlet in here. Hay is Having a bit of a funny moment. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I can't think about anything else we put in there. Probably not George. We have a lot of George thumbnails too. Oh, you know what? Just do this. We do indeed have the technology. It's all priority 9 now. That's good. Insufficient oxygen generation? You jest. We have enough oxygen for 24 dupes. We calculated it ourselves. It occurs to me I should probably actually tile it like this. Maybe. The gas reservoir is full. Okay. That's acceptable. This is the plan. Do I want to put mechatronics in here? We have the power. Dupes aboard. We could do that. Am I going to commit to having this sweat corn here for all time? I mean, possibly. I don't think we need to worry about the mimickers. But let's just do this. Get the thumbnail with George and the Lumbs in it, the maximum thumbnail power. That's very funny. I like it. I don't know. There is an argument to be made that we could cross-deliver everything to all of these rooms. Is there any real benefit? Probably not. We have a lot of dupes. Right, I'm hoping that you'll actually be able to reach some of the oxygen at some point, but I think a lot of that is going to depend on just sweeping up tiles. And you need to sweep this tile for sure. Yeah, you got some oxygen here. Alright. I think that'll help. We do need to see what's going to go on with this chlorine vent. And I need the chlorine to actually get down here. The issue with that being all of these random brine ice bits that are melting. What do the big ferns do? They're basically stronger slate weeds. So it's one big plant. It consumes the chlorine gas directly from the atmosphere. It needs a fairly large amount of pressure. It needs at least 500 grams of pressure. And it produces megaphron grains, which are used for the same things as slate weeds. But it can go up to 15 degrees C as well. So they're pretty good. The only thing is, the domestic ones require 90 grams per second of chlorine. That's a lot of chlorine. And I think the aim is to do it with the dartles and the dewdrippers. I'm not going to look at that yet. I think there are other things we need to do first. Like, the lure knit thing, I think is something that we could tackle fairly quickly. The Paku Jorbo thing is something we need to look at immediately. The fate of my channel is at stake if we don't embrace the fish. We'll dig this so we can get down here. And I'm actually going to dig this across here just so we can access all of this as well, I think. I think the nits are gonna go crazy. I should probably put some doors here, right, to contain the nits. Who's idle? You're all idle up here. Okay. I could put a conveyor here for the veggie poppers. I think we may need more than one smoker if we're making veggie poppers. Man, I don't know. More research, I guess. Coffee machine. Oh, we need to transplant some mimickers as well. To get these growing. Because the buds don't kick in right away. It's fine. Food is a little low. But it's alright. We're going to murder some critters for science. That is going to happen. We need to murder one dartle and one paku, and then we can make surf and turf. Also, the sea comb is over here. These nits are everywhere. Barney. I want the chlorine to make its way down here. It's going to be a bit of a pain with the brine ice melting. You found the nits disappointing? Yeah, I can see that. Hello, oxygen? What's up? You're not running? Why not? Why don't you have water? What? I destroyed the water pipe. Okay. That makes some sense. Okay, now I take the insufficient oxygen production claims seriously. What fine metal do we have now? We can totally pile some of this up. Bling bling. What else do we want? Nails. You can have suits, I think. That was the aim with nails, because nails is anemic. Might be a while before we get pepper bread. I need to actually think about the thing. Oh, right, hold on. Let's put the mesh tile back in here so we can actually sweep this. You can sweep this water too, right? I can just dig this, actually. I'm glad we managed to confine the dartles. I think I could technically wander over here. Let's actually put a door here as well. We're probably going to want to restrict permissions, right? Oh! Look, it's a heat leak. That's fine. It's not a big heat leak. It looks like we are getting down here. It looks like you are growing now. That's good. Gas situation is annoying. Is the air getting back into the pipe? It is. Probably an argument to be made that we should hook up more than one gas pipe to this. Oh, I never even hooked this one up. Lol. Okay. I completely forgot about that one. That's fine. We vacuumed this bit. That's good. Let's start exploring that at some point. Okay. Lumb is available. Lumb can get relocated here. Start eating all of the figs. We actually have quite a lot of figs at the moment. I don't know. I don't think there's not much point actually mechanizing this. Perhaps what we should do is we should take the peat and we should drag it over here automatically. That would be an idea, wouldn't it? I don't know. To be honest, we have so much dupe labor. I think there is relatively little benefit to mechanizing anything. You know, maybe I'm just going to put another farm down here. Just while we're getting the lumbs up to speed. No, don't do that. How much peat have I got left? We got 60 tons of peat. And we're going to be making a lot of lumbs. I'm aware that this runs out relatively quickly. We're not using peat for power at all. So no peat burners. Even though they fixed them, I still think it's probably not the best use of peat. Also, the sweatcorn seeds we can feed to the paku. Paku, I think, is going to be the long-term solution. We talked about this last time. It's a lot of food. Straight up. I need a... Oh, God. Right, okay, hold on. Digging. Let's make this priority 9. And then this stuff, that could all be priority 5. And then we'll wrangle a couple of mimickers to get in here. Because we only actually need 1 in each ranch, but I'm putting an extra 1 in just to make sure that the plants all have 100% uptime. Are the ferns more efficient when wild? I remember that most plants aren't any better when wild if the main thing consumed is gas. So they're not more efficient, the throughput is just lower. But because the air pressure needs to be a certain level, it needs to be quite high for the megafrons. I would argue perhaps having a wild one working 100% of the time is better than having a domestic one working 25% of the time. Just because it's constantly growing. But we'll see how much chlorine we end up with in here. People can keep doing the errands, we can keep looking around. Obviously we know, the thing is, because we know where all the geysers are, there isn't actually really any point to... Oh, look at this. Oh, look. Oh, okay. Guys, we may have been digging the wrong hole. Now, this is going to be a pain to get to. But actually, you know what? Just dig through the abyssalite. Well, I think this is what's gonna happen. Sorry, guys. Gonna be perfect, but it'll be good enough. And then we just come over here. And then we just go through here. Idle dupes. Yeah, we have idle dupes. You could do some more digging. This should be fine. We may have printed slightly too many dupes. The constraint is not dupe labor. We could get some... actually, you know what we should do? Let's get a gym going. That seems relevant. So, what do we do with that? Probably just a load of manual generators in each of these rooms. Just gonna set these up on their own sensors. Because the dupes do need more athletics, it's true. Almost symmetrical as well. We can pretend this is a feature. Do we have the timer? We do, okay. So, put those in. Those in. Come down here. Give the oxygen to spare, you can print off like 20 dupes, feed the veggie poppers, and make them run on wheels. For less peat cost than a peat burner. Yes! That is true. Yeah, I think using peat for food is the better idea. Smoked food is good. You need a lot of smokers, and they do produce a fair bit of heat, but it still seems pretty good to me. These Vagro vines are nearly up to full capacity. That's good. Obviously not every vine is going to be pollinated, but that's fine. We should keep an eye on the Lumbs. So we'll set these to 24 green, 1 red. And now we shouldn't have an issue with people being idle. And this is needed because the dupes were way too slow. Right, well hopefully this is going to back up soon. Now that this one's running on oxygenating the base as well, the air pressure should get pretty good in here soon. Lyra, you can have researching, I think. I'm not going to drywall this. Not yet. Yeah, you're going to be digging this tunnel for a while, but there's a load of megaphron grains already down here. Also, we have an aluminium volcano producing a lot of phosphorus gas. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you're going to be needing to do the analysis of this as well. You know what? Let's just put a load of suit stocks down there. 8 more masks. Get as many people down here as possible. And in actual fact, this is empty. I think we actually said we were going to dedicate this to the masks. We could probably do a little bit of both, right? Something like this. Seems reasonable. Let's get everyone down there. It's so slow. There's got to be a ratio of peat burners to lumbs to sweat corns. I haven't quite decided to figure that out yet. But I suspect it involves more smokers than you would like. Right, the chlorine is making its way up here. It's probably not what we wanted. Right, now we can actually make the surf and turf right now, so let's do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set barbecue to non-consumable. I'm going to set Paku to non-consumable. Smoke it for 10 dupes or so, that makes sense. I think a single Darthel is probably expendable. It's growing pretty well. Yeah, go for it, Ashcan. I believe in you. You've got a mask. You can totally study this now. Need to murder one of each. We have a Paku egg down here already. Oh, look at the baby Darthel. It's so cute. The regular Darthels are sort of jaded and cynical, but the baby Darthel is still a sweet, innocent creature. I'm really happy with how this run's going. We have sped up considerably. I think we will definitely be able to look at all of this stuff. Oh, a Megaphron Spore. Wow. Level 11 cook with Frostproof, Quick Learner, increased Decor Morale bonus, but can't dig. It's a cook. That seems fine. Surely. Surely Bert won't get into any problems. We need a second chef. It's fine. You could have your research. Also, we could have supplying too. Bert can cook. That is it. And then Bert can go on the schedule. Seems good. Yes, I think I have been careful about night owls and whatnot. The one of every animal achievement seems like a challenge. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, you need to be set to the same setting. Here you go. We are desperately trying to keep the dupes from idling. It's not working. Should I put a separate gym up here? Let's face it, we're going to have a lot of dupes. I'll just do these. Yes, God forbid actually having a useful recreation. Also, let's actually just go ahead and give everyone the extra bedtime and downtime now. Because, like, why on earth not? Like, I think they've reached the point where they've earned it. We just need to make sure that, again, they're not hitting the conflict, which I don't think they are. Pretty sure I've done that correctly. You guys deserve the morale now. We are literally trying to waste your time. So, here you go. Well, it's not a waste of time. This athletics will prevent suffocations, which will prevent me from game overing. So, seems useful. So we need to murder 1 fish and 1 dartle. Probably don't need to worry about research for a little bit. Right, so we have barbecue. We need to make 1 barbecue. Wait, do we not have enough meat? We need that. Maybe we need 1 more dartle. Hold on. Not that I'm a huge... Wait, it gives 800 calories of meat? Are you kidding me? That's pathetic! Well, now I'm just upset, because that means we're going to be murdering 4 dartles. Not that there's any shortage of dartles. Maybe just murder the baby. Yeah, just murder all the babies. You know what, just murder this one. Look, this looks like a prime candidate for murdering. If we could actually select it. Wow. Okay. Poor Gosman. Are you getting stung as well? You're looking for food? You are looking for food. I guess you're going to be able to stick Gosman, right? Stingy. Yeah, that's going to help with the athletic situation, isn't it? Knit stung. Well said. Well, I hope that means someone's going to load this. Yeah, people are going to load it, so that's fine. And then we need to make the cooked seafood. Survival instincts are not strong on this one. Little baby. Oh. Wait. Don't eat it. No! Okay. We've learned a lesson. The Rexes will eat meat on the floor. The meat cannot escape. That is true. Okay. You're gonna have to get a little bit more cunning than that. There's plenty of dartles on the map. We'll be fine. We just need to make 1 surf and turf. Oh my god. Okay, we have the pack of fillets, so we can make a cooked seafood now. Okay, that's good. Do that immediately. And then priorities, consumables. Do not eat pack of fillets. Yeah, now that's a Brinry right there. Oh, who could have prevented the dartle from being eaten there? Well, lots of veggie poppers. We also have some tough meat, but we never quite ended up with enough tough meat. Let's watch this. So you now have 1 kilogram of meat, but you need 2 kilograms of meat. Okay, you've got 2 kilograms of meat. That's great. I was just having a go. Just giving it a bash. Wow, this takes a while. Probably want a light for this, don't you? We can fit a light in here, right? Does this fit here? No. Well, I could make that an airflow tile, but that would be annoying. This vent can move. And then I can remove this. We have the barbecue. Barbecue should not be consumed. Barbecue is for the surf and turf. 1 surf and or turf, please. Wait, is that even enough? We need to make multiple lots of barbecue. No, that's enough. That makes sense. Copy the settings on here as well. Set these to priority 1. The dupe should be doing literally anything else other than that. What the Lumb's doing. They're alright, but they're not getting groomed very much. You gonna eat the veggie poppers? I don't think so. So they can deliver the next lot of sweat core while it's running. Interesting. A lot of sweat core. Right, so remove this. Put in a motion sensor. Probably does have to go here. And a lamp. That's fine. We dug up some rust. No, we haven't dug up some rust. It was the jawbow. Ah, yes. Now we need to make the cooked seafood. So this is food number 1. There's a few more things we're going to require. You're nearly done analyzing the chlorine vent. That's good. You are growing pretty well now. That's good. We may actually grab that before we grab this. Well, we'll see. They're trying. What we will do is we will just dig underneath the abyssite here. I think it's fine. Be a bit quicker, won't it? And then just get in here and then just dig this out. That may end up being quicker. Oh, you need to deliver the masks. Yeah, that's pretty important. We've got a pretty smooth operation going along here. Apart from the knit stings. I mean, we have at least kept the knits in here, but we should actually deal with them at some point. Maybe. Lots of carbon dioxide down here now. Makes sense. Right, consumables. No one should be eating cooked seafood. So now we can make 1 surf and turf. And then we can deliver it to George. Mr. George Jorge. The thumbnail will definitely be the Lumbs, but we need more Lumbs in here. Quite tempting to run an incubator in all honesty. Because eggs take ages to incubate. I don't know. Is that really going to be the constraint in all of this Lumb eggs? Probably not. Hydrogen continues to accumulate. Microchips. We out of gold? Okay. You should probably make more microchips. It's fine. Anything else of interest? We found a teleporter. Or a teleporter. Wow. Looks like we got our liquid uranium here, right? Lots of steam. I feel bad for the bees. I think there were bees here. No, you can't feel that bad about bees. Right, we now have surf and turf. So, consumables, don't eat surf and turf. Deliver to George. Deliver to George Jorge. Let's find Joshua. Investigate. Here you go. Running around at the speed of sound. For places to go, God, follow my rainbow. My name is Josh and I've got surf and turf. I'm not gonna eat it, I'm just a Deliveroo. There you go. I'm glad you're enjoying the surf and turf while underwater, Josh. I mean, George? That's definitely not how you pronounce his name. George? Jorge, who knows? Josh, yes. Right, that's one food, that's not bad. So, next up we need surf and... We need the pitcher peppers. Now let's have a look. So temperature range. At least 35°C. This is hot enough. Because of all the residual heat from earlier. So that seems reasonable. I think that is what we would do. So let's actually put the hydroponic farm here. Do we do a hydroponic farm or just a regular farm? Am I going to grow pitcher peppers regularly here? Oh god, look at all this magma. What is this? Is it even going to cool down at this point? We better form a tile at some point or I'm going to be very sad. So how's this water doing? These tiles are pretty hot now. The water does not seem to be absorbing the heat from the tiles very quickly. It's probably fine. So what do you reckon is going to happen? Do you reckon it's going to tile up? Or do you reckon it's going to fall more debris? Oh, well, that doesn't help. Cooking all the coal? It's funny. It could result in flaking? Yeah, maybe. We got some droppables. Interesting. Well, this is tiling up. That's reassuring. Hooray! Okay, the volcano has now plugged itself. That's good. Not that we're going in here anytime soon anyways, but it's a thing, at least. Right, let's have a think. So... I think there is a reasonable argument to be made for just sending the water that way. How's the spawn going anyways? How's the spawn temperature? It's fine. It's fine. Oh. Oh. Definitely a heat leak. Well, maybe we just take advantage of that for now. I think what we'll do is we'll take some insulated liquid pipe, run it through here, and then we'll have a couple of pitcher peppers. Because we could do with a couple of them anyways, right? Like, if I just stick them... I don't know, let's just do this. Farm station here, in all fairness. There's a lot of carbon dioxide down here, but I think we can deal with that. Tile this. Dig this out. Dig these. Don't dig any more of that. I mean, I guess you can dig these. Have a look at that quickly. Right, so we got Megaphron grains. We have access to Megaphron grains now. They're down here. The Megaphron has died. Okay. That's not helpful. The grains we can't plant like sleep wheats to preserve them. And they... Okay, they don't go off very quickly. They go off very slowly. Wow. That's actually very strong. So, let's see. We don't want to make frost buns, even though we could. I think what we do... Let's get the pitcher peppers growing as quickly as possible. So let's get a farm station in here. We do have fertilizer. And then let's just plant a load of them. I'm not sure how many we even have. start by putting it here. Nope. Here. Yeah, because we've got the heat leak coming through here, this should, I believe, keep it here. Pedestal to preserve. Maybe, I don't think it's going to be needed. Even though these ones are stale, they're not going to go off for another 8 cycles. I feel like we'll get this done before then. We have loads of dupe labor as well, so we can do pretty much anything we want here. I will make surf and turf here if we can make it, but I don't think we will. Food seems to have stabilized. I think I'm actually going to put in another smoker. As you suggest, I'm going to put the crafting station here too. And then that is going to plug into this wire. That's fine. I really, really hope that we haven't had some kind of errant pack who eat the pinch of peppermint seed. I don't even know where we found it. Oh wait, there's a dash of salt line here. That's interesting. Okay. We have 2. Okay, that's good. Plant them both here. You're fine in carbon dioxide, right? You don't care what gas you're in. Oh, we can't reach any of this? Well, that's rude. I guess do this then. Yes, we need the phosphorite as well, but we do have the phosphorite. It's just not very local. Now, we have some local phosphorite here. I don't want to leak the chill in from this biome, though. Tubes are fine. This water is too cold, but if we keep it in the insulated pipe, I hope it's going to be alright. That being said, the carbon dioxide does not absorb a lot of heat. One could argue that we should just make the metal refinery, make some steel, and heat it up that way. Sure. I don't know. Does that make sense? We'll keep an eye on it. We need the pipe first of all. If it looks like it's not going to work, then we'll start running the metal refinery. If not, we'll just leave it. We could refine iron ore into iron and then steel, but to be honest, we're kind of procrastinating a little bit. You know, oh, you're unreachable because of the tile. Oh, well, that's irritating. How rude. Now, I think what we would do... So this... Oh, this wire ended up getting hooked up to a lot of stuff. We don't quite have the refined metal yet. I think I will just plug it into the natural gas generators later. Right, do that, and then we'll do the other thing. There's another Evagro node. Interesting. Time we got? We got a little bit of time. I've got to get up and do my MOT tomorrow. So we've not got the largest possible amount of time. You are getting lit workspace from this, that's good. Let's keep doing this over here then. More veggie poppers seems like a good idea. I guess that means I can... Oh. What was the purpose of this chute gonna be? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. What's in the pod? Snack fruit? Probably not. Kitchen menace, tidier, stinky? Yeah, that seems good. I'll take stinky. So, we got 20 dupes now. That's good. An achievement for 20 dupes. Ranching for Ruby seems good. We've got a few ranchers now. That is nice. Let's get supplying for Hassan. You can prioritize tidying. And then you can go here. And then... Oh, wait. Hold on. And then we need one more schedule for the remaining dupes. Seems fine. Right, and you need to repair worn masks, but you haven't got any worn masks yet, so we can't do it. Right, these are indeed growing. They are cooling down fairly quickly, I must say. If we look at the plant. Is this temperature decreasing? It is. So we're kind of living on borrowed... Okay, we're very much living on borrowed time. It's decreasing rapidly, even with the insulated pipe. What do, eh? What do? Because obviously we've got a load of heat here, right? I think we still do kind of just want to heat it up with the metal refinery, right? Make a hole into the volcano enclosure. I know! I know. But we want steel anyways, don't we? We're going to want steel at some point, right? We might as well just do this. Also, the dupes are bored. I could even just hook this up to manual generators if I really felt like it. I don't think I even do, though. Like, legit, I think all I'm gonna do is take a conductive wire and plug it into this one. I'm very tempted to just even... how much refined metal do we have? Not quite enough. I need another smart battery for this then. That's okay. I really stuck these in the silliest possible positions, didn't I? Oh wait, no. Leave that there. This seems perfectly fine. Again, it's not stupid if it works. So then that is just going to run the rad bolt generator. Yeah, this is already cooling down. Oh, we need the farm station as well, because we need to multiply these seeds pretty quickly. We want to make iron into iron ore, we want to make iron into steel. Also, we need a kiln. So that can go here. Farm station goes here. Oh, the Mimica died? Let's relocate the Mimica. This is why we have more than one buddy, Mimica bud per room. You need to make how much refined carbon? Let's make it with the coal. We do have a little bit of coal. We have a little bit of coal. We don't need the coal for anything else. So I will just tell them to make refined carbon out of that. And now the polluted water should get heated up. And that should help. Yeah, as I said, there is already technically a little bit of a heat leak here. It's not enough to keep the plants warm. But it's so hot in here, I don't want to risk anything. See how this goes. And then we have the lime, don't we? Oh, we never put the rock crusher back in. Let's do that. Let's use the teethy rock crusher, because I keep forgetting that we have this. Yeah, this seems like a perfectly sensible place to keep all this infrastructure right underneath a friggin' farm. Just gotta keep it all plugged in there, whatever. I think I'll leave it as insulated pipe. The issue is, if both of these plants cool down, then we won't actually get to the hot polluted water. Which would be an issue. Okay. Maybe we try it out. Maybe just a teensy swap, right? What could go wrong? What could go wrong? We just need it to be above 35 degrees in here. We could actually just put a door in here, couldn't we? Like, you know what I mean. A vacuum door or something. Nah, this will be fine. Look at this. This is already heating up again. Well, let's see how it goes. At least this means we can actually make some steel now. I will keep a thorough eye on this. But we need to make the... let's crush the lime again. We need to make the pepper bread fairly quickly because the Megaphron grains are going to go off. This poor dartle, look at this. 800 calories per dartle is so sad. That's like the least meat you get from a critter, right? Let's look at this. Which critters give the least meat? Flops, 1,600. Hips, 1,600. Dartles, 800. Yeah, that is literally the weediest critter to ever have existed. Literally. That's hilarious. Also, don't ask about this guy. All the dartles are getting damaged in here. Yeah. Is this in contact with the volcano? I can see that being a thing. Oh, you know what? Let's, because this quarry bed's actually erupting, let's actually get this brine out of here. Help the Megaphron. This is active. This is 85 grams per second, so we can't actually run one domestic Megaphron off of this. That's sad. Geodude it with salt, though. My guess as to what's wrong is you forgot about it in a week's time. You look over to find a part of the base is 500C. You know what? That could well be right. That could well be right. But the more of these we grow, the better. This isn't going to make much for a while, is it? Not at this rate. What's going on commute-wise now? Oops, are pretty fucking bored. A lot of lure plants available. Could I get access to those? I mean, we've done this all off, right? I guess the main reason we're not doing it is because we're trying to get the Megaphron grains from here, but that's not that needed. So, next stream, not this stream, next stream, we will look at the lures and nits and try and get a proper setup going for that, for the amber, for the plastic. Because steam turbines seem like a good idea in this situation. To be honest, I think we're going to be waiting a while for the pinch of peppers. What was the last food we were going to make? I guess it's going to be a frost burger, isn't it? So I'll tell you what. It's hot in here. Let's just get a little bit of salt water in here on the floor. Let's grab a waterweed seed, because we should have one from somewhere. Oh yeah, we definitely got the pinch of pepper from the saltwater biome. That's fine. Look how big this frosty planet is. Frostburger means more dartle murder. Good. Those guys have had it too good for too long. Farting everywhere. Being obnoxious. So long as we have some dartles somewhere, it's not going to be an issue. It looks like there is lots of cold biome on this map. Right, so salt water goes in here. And then I'm going to put probably... Need a hydroponic farm, right? Probably don't need more than one. I think we keep the pinch of peppers because that means we can run our metal refinery and get the steel. So, probably be mostly pinch of peppers, one of these. And what I may even do is I may even actually just put a pump here. Actually, you know what? Let's do it like this. Sorry, Mr. Guy. Do it like this. Dump out a load of salt water. We'll just pump it from the map. And then we'll send it over here. There you go. Is that volcano going to be an issue? I don't think that volcano is going to be an issue. That is just insulated magma. So that should be fine. We have a hot polluted oxygen vent. That's not relevant. What else do we have? Saltwater. Oh, we have a saltwater geyser. Probably don't want it that hot. There's a lot of brine. Not a lot of salt water. I'm just gonna have to find a decent pool on the map somewhere. We definitely have a water weed though. Yeah, okay. Bleach stone is probably fine. Needs to be set to like above 5 kilograms or something. Look for more. Right, I hope they changed the... Did they actually change brine and salt water? Yes, it is clear now. We do have a few bottles of salt water. What's this? Oh, phosphorus. Right, okay. I think we're going to kind of struggle a little bit. Okay, actually, you know what? That's a lot of salt water. That's a lot of salt water. So we'll just put a pitcher pump here. Then... probably just come out here, right? We want the bleach stone. Yeah, just do that. Already knowing this. And then we could leak more in here as needed. So probably just dump it like... I don't know, we'll think about it later. In fact, probably actually dig this, and then we've got a bit more space. You could dig all of this as well. I would recommend that you do that. And then we can just dump all this in. Seems reasonable. Grab all the fossil. Yeah. probably know this. Okay. So you need... Oh, you need power. Okay, that's fine. That could just be this wire. There you go. Food's going back up, that's good. We are relying on the veggie poppers, it must be said. So let's do this again. There you go. How are Lumbs looking? We got... Yeah, I mean, they're doing alright. They are certainly doing alright. How long is your grooming gonna last for? 83 seconds? Okay, we'll get a screenshot of the top 2 Lumb ranches, because I'm much happier with this design. And then we'll call it a day. I think we've done a lot today. I'm pretty happy with where this is going. It's getting a little hot. But the dupes don't actually touch the scalding tile, and everything else interfaces with the water. So, that's a little hot, isn't it? Man, I don't know. I feel like this gas is only going to conduct heat so quickly. I think it will end up being alright. This is hot polluted water now, by the way. I think what we'll actually do is I'll uninsulate these tiles. That will help absorb some of the heat, right? Of course, we're going to end up on cycle 69. That's what we're going to do. You need to dig this. In fact, actually, you know what? Put that here. But actually, you know what? Put that here. That's fine. Is this something that's more conductive than insulated tile, but less than most tiles? Well, this is probably why we would actually want the door, right? That's fine. We just let the water absorb some of the heat. The water has a lot of heat capacity. This should cool things down enough, I think. Ceramic normal tile? Yeah, maybe. We could make a little bit of ceramic, can't we? No, we don't have any clay. I don't believe we have a lot of polluted water off-gassing anymore. A little bit over here. You know what? I'll put a deodorizer over here. I'll put a couple of them over here just so we can get some clay. Sorry, George. You've been co-opted. Oh, I missed this, didn't I? I did miss this. Well, that can't be helped. Let's just, hold on, we gotta get a view of something. We do it like, let's see, we gotta get the Lumbs into shot. How about we do it like... I've been putting these guys too far on the left. No, too far on the right, that's what I mean. Have I? No, I think I'm alright. Right. Just sit here for a minute. The dupes will come in and do something relevant. Probably just grabbing the vines, that's good. Any point in letting the dupes harvest those in the back row? No, they're just bored. I could turn it off. We're not quite at full capacity yet with the Lumbs. It just makes them feel less useless. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's disable harvest on these. Press current. Like that. That's probably fine. Eating and pooping. That's a dream. Right, I think we'll save it here. I think that's good enough. Pretty happy with that. I think we made some good progress today. The secrets of nature continue to reveal themselves to us. But, yeah, thanks very much for hanging around today. Have mucho appreciado your company, as usual. If you like what you've seen and you're not already following on Twitch, feel free to follow me and you'll get notifications when I go live. Try to stream weekday evenings from 7:30 to 10:30-ish on Twitch, usually on the late side. If you miss a stream, all the VODs are on YouTube. I am planning on making some more proper YouTube videos at some point, but we'll see how it goes. But now you guys get to watch the new fish.
Thanks for the follow.
There's a couple of them. Thank you very much, Deadly Wicked. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. I will make sure we get some new emotes of the new fish. But I wanted to wait a little while just to make sure that they were okay before we do that. But they seem to be fine. Just hanging around. They like to hang around in groups, and sometimes the groups are at the bottom of the tank and sometimes are at the top. So it's a little bit of potluck with what's going on. But yeah, I think I will be around tomorrow, depending on what's going on with the MOT. If we are, I'm going to try and do stuff with the lures and the nits, because that doesn't seem too complicated. And we could do with some plastic, and I want to see how quickly we can scale it up. See what we could do without the Drecos. Man, rip. Love to see the Drecos. Yeah, dupes have been very productive today. Industry is going well. We're getting stuff hooked up very quickly. This map seems very strong, just because you know where all the geysers are immediately and what they are. We raided Stinger's playground yesterday, so I would quite like to raid someone else. We raided Run Empire recently as well. They're playing against the Storm. You gave up a Lure Nit and went with Lure Mimicker instead. Really? That does make sense, actually. I would try and do it with the nits. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Man. Is anyone else playing Oxygen Not Included? Let's see. Lure puffed just for sheer inconvenience. Let's go raid Ashley Hollows. Let's see what they're up to. I can see some Lumbs. Got a fellow DLC enjoyer. Alrighty, take care everyone. We'll be around tomorrow. I will try and make these fish emotes before we go live. I'm not sure whether to replace the current ones here. I think it might be an appropriate time, but the Daddy-O and the Platy still show up on camera, so maybe not. Yeah, take care everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.